What is up, guys? Welcome back to Mateo Family Vibes. Welcome back to another video in a cloudy day today. Of course, we're in the middle of rainy season, so that is to be expected for the most part. But in this particular video, I just wanted to make this video because I've never seen this before, so I figured, kind of share my first time experience with this. Now, if you don't know, if you're a U.S. citizen, typically you want to follow the U.S. Embassy, the Philippines, and things of that nature, so you can get kind of updates as to see what's going on and things of that nature. If rules change or laws change or whatever the case may be, but you also do get alerts on different things that are happening around the city. And so I woke up and I got an alert. Now, the alert itself is essentially a demonstration alert. What the heck is a demonstration alert? Well, it's essential. I'm going to read it to you. I'll try to post it on the screen here so you can read it for yourself. But essentially, it is a message to U.S. citizens. It says, demonstration alert, protests expected throughout the Philippines, including Metro Manila. Now, you may be wondering, what are they demonstrating about, or what's going on? Well, essentially, from the gist of it, and again, I'm not into the politics of what's going on in the Philippines or anything like that, so I am by no means no expert. Literally, I'm just reading from what I've been able to get from local news stations here on the TV. So essentially what's happening is there was fraud or corruption, I guess, in the government, specifically with construction companies being given out a huge allocation of taxpayer money to help with building out flood controls for the major problems of flooding in Manila. I mean, Manila is definitely, a city that has major flooding issues, and throughout the Philippines, there are different cities all over that do have flooding problems. And so these construction companies were given large amounts of money, taxpayer money, to help alleviate the problem and create solutions for the flooding that has been going on in the country. Now, obviously, again, I'm no expert or anything like that, but I just want to read the demonstration alert that I got from the U.S. Embassy. So it says, numerous protests responding to allegations of government corruptions are planned in Metro Manila for Sunday, September 21st, to coincide with the 53rd anniversary of the declaration of martial law by former President Ferdinand Marcos Sr. A broad range of students, church groups, and civil society organizations, labor unions, and political coalitions are expected to join the demonstrations. Now, it just basically now gives you the local locations, essentially, for where these demonstrations are, and it's basically Rizal Park in Manila, and then the People Power Monument on EDSA in Quezon City. Now, I looked up this People Power Monument. It's actually only like 10 minutes away from here. So don't know if I can go to the rooftop, whether I can see any demonstrations or not. But basically, it goes on to tell you what actions to take. So it says U.S. citizens should avoid these demonstrations due to potential for violence. Follow local media and government sources for updates on possible disruptions due to protest activity. Exercise caution when in the vicinity of any large gatherings, as even peaceful demonstrations have potential to turn violent without warning. Then it just goes on to say, please follow for further information and assistance. Please see the State Department travel website and things of that nature. Now, from my understanding, as far as from my wife telling me, that us foreigners it is illegal for us to be out there protesting with them. I have no skin in the game, so obviously there's no reason for me to be out there or would I want to be out there. I will say that whatever is going on, hopefully everything, and I pray that everything comes to light, and the appropriate, people are, punished through the government, wherever the case may be. Obviously, because if taxpayer money has gone through, through the wrong hands, and we're talking about billions of pesos. But let me know in the comments, for those of you that are here that live in the Philippines or expats, have you read this this alert that came out? And for my Filipinos who live here, let me know in the comments, do you guys go to these protests? What is it like when you go to the protests? Let me know in the comments below. I'm very curious to know, what goes on at any of these protests. Hopefully, obviously, I hope it's all peaceful and things of that nature. I really hope, and I extremely hope, that it's nothing like the protests in the U.S., because honestly, the protests in the U.S. are just embarrassing, to be honest with you, because everything always turns into some fight, violence, gunshots. I mean, all kinds of stuff. If you even want to know, like, literally look back at the last 2 weeks of what's been going on in the U.S. It's really just a shame, and you kind of see the true colors of humanity, of the state of humanity right now in the U.S. So hopefully it is not nothing like the protest in the U.S., because honestly, they're just horrible. And it kind of reminded me, honestly, of like one of the main reasons why I moved out here. Yes, it's it's because of the simple fact of yes, moving out here is great because you can get lower cost of living and affordable healthcare and things of that nature. But this whole 2 weeks here has kind of reaffirmed, essentially, one of the even bigger reasons of that is honestly the drama-free that you have here. I don't listen to or don't watch any news from the States, so I'm not getting that stuff daily in the brain like you are if you live in the States. It is constant, nonstop, 24/7, just bickering back and forth, drama back and forth between who's right, who's wrong. Nobody wants to take accountability. Everybody wants to blame everybody else on the other side. It's stupid and it's ridiculous. And these past 2 weeks, we've literally seen, I think, the worst in humanity, to be honest with you. So hopefully here in the Philippines, it's nonviolent. People can still voice their opinions and be heard, and then obviously go about the rest of the day, go home, get home safely, and things of that nature. But regardless, let me know in the comments below, whether if you're a Filipino or if you're American here living in the Philippines, what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Until next time, guys, be safe if you're going to be out there, but love and peace. I pray for everyone, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.